Hi everyone, this is Aaron Harding with Backwoods Guitar. In this video we're going to dive a little bit more into music theory and learn about the circle of fifths. If there's one thing that I would tell you to memorize about music theory that you will use every time that you play, it is the circle of fifths. I'll show you why. Okay, let's dive right into the circle of fifths. To me, if there's one thing that you need to remember and memorize as far as theory, it is this, the circle of fifths, right? You can learn a whole ton of stuff off of this. So, what is a circle of fifths and how do you make it? Let's get started. Okay, circle of fifths, literally a big clock. Okay, top of the clock is going to start with the key of C. Why? Because it has no sharps or flats, right? It's at 12 o'clock. No sharps or flats. All right, in this circle, if we move this way, it moves in fifth intervals. In other words, circle of fifths, right? If you move this way, it goes in fourths. Right? So let's start building our clock and let's go clockwise, right? So if it moves in fifths, going to the right, start counting. C, D, E, F, G. So at 1 o'clock, we're going to put the key of G. Now if you remember from the other music theory video that we just watched, when we wrote out a G major scale, it had how many sharps in it? It had 1, F. Coincidence, right? 1 sharp in this key at 1 o'clock. Let's keep building. Count by 5. G, A, B, C, D. D is at 2 o'clock. Guess how many sharps it's got in the key of D whenever you write out a D major scale? 2. See a pattern yet? Keep building. D, E, F, G, A. At 3, A, B, C, D, E. E, F, G, A, B. B, C, D, E, F, sharp. Oop, my terrible handwriting, sorry. Oop, F, sharp. Has 6. Now that's pretty cool, right? So now we automatically know how many sharps are in each one of these major keys just by memorizing the clock, knowing where they're at. And now you know how to build one right quick. All you got to do is count by 5, C, D, E, F, G, G, A, B, C, D, etc., etc. Now what about the other side? The other side deals in flats. And remember, it goes in fourths if you go to the left. So let's build that out. C, D, E, F. F, G, A, B. B, C, D, E. E, F, G, A. A, B, C, D. D, E, F, G, which is those tie together, right? They're the same. And this side is flat. I personally do not deal a whole lot with this side of the clock because my brain thinks in sharps, not flats. But the same principles in the theory apply to both sides of the clock. So now remember, when we were writing out the sharps in all these scales, the first one, G, had what sharp in it? F. Right? D, let's write out a D scale. I'll show you something cool. You don't even have to know the names of the sharps in the scale. Let's just start D and write D to D with no sharps or flats, right? Like this. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. Okay, we know it has how many sharps in it? 2, because it's at 2 o'clock, right? If we start at F and work our way to the right and add these, those are your sharps. F and C. Let's keep going. Let's do A, right, and see if it proves out. Just vomit out all the letters right quick. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. It has how many sharps? 3. Start at F and add 3. F, C, and G. Now you do the homework and figure out the rest of them. write out all of your scales all the way down. I would stop at B. F sharp gets kind of hairy, but it will work. See if you can figure it out. All you got to do is start here, start adding sharps, going to the right. Works out great. Very, very, very useful tool. It's great. Another cool thing about it, remember in an earlier video we were talking about how almost every song has a 1 chord, a 4 chord, and 5 chord. This tells you. For instance, if you're in the key of C, right? In the key of C, 1 is C, of course. 4 is F. See, if you go to the left, remember, it moves in fourths. Isn't that cool? And then to the right of your root is your 5, C, F, G. Well, if you're playing in the key of D, well, here's 1. Go to the left, that's your 4 chord. To the right is your 5 chord. Same way with B. If you're in B, B is going to be 1, E is going to be your 4, F sharp is going to be your 5. That is very, very useful. Now here's one more cool thing about the circle of fifths. Remember we were talking about how many sharps that all these scales have in them. Well, what if you get handed a piece of staff paper and you don't know how to read staff, right? You don't know how to read the notes. You don't have to. So if you get handed a piece of staff, all you have to do is count how many sharps or flats are in the key signature, and then you know what key you're in. So if you get handed a piece of staff and it has 3 sharps in it, what key are you in? You're in the key of A, and you already know A is going to be 1, your 4 chord, D, 5 chord, E. Very, very, very useful. Now you see how the circle of fifths is very important when it comes to music theory. I hope this helps you in your playing and learning how to learn songs and progressions. Make sure and subscribe and like and comment, and we will see you next time.